Hi everyone, welcome back. Well, today we're just doing our last little bit of harvesting. We've got some peas to harvest today. Now, we've had a lot of hold-ups over the last couple of weeks. We've done a lot of contracting, but then we've had quite a few bushfires, which means we've also had a lot of harvest and vehicle movement bans, and then just some weather that's got some really strong winds that I wasn't willing to harvest in. So we've only got about 5 hectares left to go, and we're doing peas today. Now, it's not a good pea crop this year, unfortunately. Peas are always a bit difficult to harvest because they always end up falling over. Good dog, Nippo, look here. Now, these are really short this year, which means they're still standing up a bit. I have had them grow a bit over waist height before, and then they really do fall over. These are a Caspar variety of pea. Here are our pods, and they're small this year too, but there are our peas inside the pod. Usually the pods are a lot bigger than this. We just had such a dry year this year. So these are not going to yield well, but we'll harvest them anyway and we'll get a bit out of it. Peas are challenging because you're harvesting so close to the ground. If we come over to this little bit over here that I've already done, you can see we're basically cutting on the ground, but we're also missing some here. Particularly this, depends which direction you go in, but I wasn't quite low enough here and have squashed these down a little bit. It's very helpful if you've got crop lifters or something like that to put on your machine. Often I do it with the old machine with the comb front on, and the fingers from that do actually seem to lift it up a bit better. But you do need to take some of the fingers off and space out the rest of them so that the peas will go through. So here we are in the harvester box, and this is what we've got. So we've turned, we've got one there that's not threshed properly. We do have a few pods coming up still. I've just turned the fan speed up a little bit. Let me get you out of the shadow there. So there, we've got a few pods coming through. I've just turned the fan speed up a bit. There's a couple of these that are not threshed. I've got the thresher set pretty wide open for this. You can see in here we've got a few cracked ones. The yellow ones are the cracked ones. We've also got a little bit of radish. This paddock is really bad for radish, and it's hard to spray out of peas. We've got a new pre-emergent chemical which works brilliantly. Otherwise this would be 90% radish in here. We've also had a bit of budworm damage to some of the peas this year. And the ones that are damaged by budworm do tend to split a lot more when you're trying to thresh them. But so I've got the thresher running pretty slow, and I've got the concave opened up pretty wide to try and stop damaging them. I'm not losing too much out the back like that, and there's not too much unthreshed stuff out the back. So we're going to jump back out and we're going to get going and do a little bit more harvesting. So you really do want a nice clean paddock when you're doing peas, just because of how close to the ground you end up harvesting. And we really do go pretty slowly through them so that we can pick everything up and we get a chance to see all of the rocks.
Well, we'll be done with harvest this afternoon. It'll be all over for another year, which will be nice. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.